Well, today marks the beginning of our 2 weeks of prayer where we're going to be praying for our transition to house churches. We've really saturated this process in prayer and in fasting, and we want to keep doing that. Hopefully you've seen my email a little while ago where I said that on the 14th of November we're going to be launching our first 3 house churches, one in Elsick, one in Rowlands Gill and one in Morpeth. And then we've got a few more in the pipeline, and we're believing they'll multiply as time goes on. And so we begin our prayer time in earnest today, and the first thing I want us to pray for together is that Jesus would be at the centre of our gatherings. A couple of years ago, Liz and I went down to stay with some friends who live in a Christian community down south, and they embraced us into their community, and we got to experience their communal life together. And one of the best times was their time of worship, and they gathered in a circle, they sang songs together. It was a cappella, there was no instruments. They ate together, they listened to scripture, they shared together their reflections on what they had heard, and they prayed. And I found it to be a really powerful time. And I think one of the reasons it was so powerful was because it was so simple. And you know, when I read the book of Acts in chapter 2, it says that in the early church, which we also know was a powerful time with the early church, where people were being added to their number on a regular basis, it says they devoted themselves to a few things: to the apostles' teaching, to the breaking of bread, to the fellowship, and to the prayers. And it said they were in awe, they had all things in common, and people were coming to know Jesus. Jesus was really at the centre of their gatherings, and I believe one of the reasons for that was because of the simplicity of their gatherings. You can't devote yourself to loads of different things, but if you give yourself to those few things that magnify Jesus, there'll be power where you're at, in your meetings, in your gatherings, in that place. And that's what we want to see. We want to see Jesus be seen, be heard, be known, be encountered by those who are in our meetings. As we sit and eat together, we want Jesus to be at the very centre, and that requires simplicity. And so we want to pray that we would be able to strip all things away that are unnecessary, and in our gatherings, that they would be simple gatherings where we devote ourselves to the things that are necessary, that Jesus might be seen. So let's give ourselves to pray for that today. And then tomorrow, Johnny will be with you to give you a new prayer topic. Okay, God bless you as we begin to pray together.